Hello and a hearty welcome to another edition of our Star TV Good Morning Show, live here on Star TV on Channel 21. I am your presenter, Mohamed Basiru Sanusi. We're broadcasting live from our Media One Center studios at Technomas 3 Brookfields in Freetown, and online on Star TV Channel 21 from YouTube, Instagram, and also on Facebook. Our inspirational quote for today is from Albert Einstein. He said, "You cannot be doing the same thing over and over again and accept a different result. That's insanity." Top stories in the program this morning. The Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs have held a consultative meeting for the formulation of entertainment policy and also to upgrade the policy act of the tourism sector with the theme harnessing our cultural and creative industry for sustainable tourism development at the MIATA conference. And also in the program this morning, the CSO Consortium Delivery on Accountability have expressed dissatisfaction over what they describe as shortage of trucks to carry garbages to deposits during the national cleaning exercise called on the government to do more. We shall also be hearing from those stories this morning. And I've been joined in the studios by Monica, and she was the runners-up at the Housemates in Sierra Leone. She has a lot of passion for media and other charity work. That's what we shall be discussing this morning. And she's also a proud Yali coach, which we are very proud of. Monica, good morning. Nice having you on the Star Good Morning Show.
Good morning, viewers. Thank you for having me.
I know that's been hectic on you, the personal growth, and that has to do with the academic progress and all. How has it been for you over the days?
It has not been easy, actually, like you rightly said, because since we end the just concluded housemates, it has been very hectic for me. I've been busy doing a lot of stuff. At first, we applied for the yearly program in Ghana, and I did the online training for 2 weeks and went to Ghana for the on-site for 3 weeks, came back, and I had to embark on a tour to McKinney and Bo. Since after the housemates, I've not reached my people in McKinney and Bo to say thank you to them for their support.
And those were promised you made in case you emerge as a winner, but yet still you're runner-up, you are still a winner. You have a lot to do.
Yes, of course, I'm a winner, of course. So I went to McKinney and Bo last week to say thank you to the people because I appreciate them for their support. I didn't be because of them. I wouldn't have reached the peak of being the first runner up. So, and after that, I have to do my post training because the yearly program require us to do. It's either you do an community service, which is just maybe a day you come together as a team, or you do an internship. So I decided to do an internship, and letters were distributed to different offices, and I had a choice to choose because all the offices, I can say, really reached out to me. So, but campaign for good governance was the first. The sooner I left my letter, a days later on, they wrote me a letter and that they approved me starting my internship with them. So August 1st, I started my internship at Campaign for Good Governance. It's going to be a 1 month internship from the 1st of August till the 30th.
I'll bring you back and we shall be looking at your personal things that you want to do. It has to do the foundation and other message you have for your fans out there. You're still with the Good Morning Show, live on Star TV on Channel 21 and online on www.startvsl.com. Continue to stay with us, and the Good Morning Show is proudly sponsored by OK Commercial Bank, Sierra Leone Limited.
Sim couple allow old and young to make deposit and withdraw cash from their account at any time and anywhere. With Rokel Commercial Bank SIM Couple, you can send and receive money at any place and any time. Rokel Commercial Bank don't make life better for we all.
Welcome back. You're still watching the Star TV Good Morning Show. In today's our midweek edition, every Wednesday we look in the creative art industry, the way forward, recommendation, and also policies and funding. We're going for our first story here this morning. The government of Sierra Leone, through the Ministry of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, has held a workshop on the formation of an entertainment policy and also the review and upgrade of the Cultural Policy Act with the theme harnessing our cultural and creative industry for sustainable tourism in the country. Admiral Samai has more and now files in this report.
The opening ceremony on the formulation of the entertainment policy, the Honorable Minister of Tourism and Cultural Affairs, Dr. Memunatu Prat, said the day will make a history by holding the first national consultative dialogue to formulate the maiden edition of the entertainment policy for the nation, which the policy is not about practitioners and beneficiaries in the industry, but the development in the country as a whole.
We are here making history by holding the first ever national consultative dialogue to formulate the maiden edition of the entertainment policy for our beloved nation. This policy is not just about you, the practitioners and beneficiaries in this industry, but it is about the development of our country as a whole, through the empowerment of our youth by making strong regulations and policies to direct operations of all stakeholders in the business. I will hasten to say that when formulated, Sierra Leone will be among very few countries with a policy that speaks clearly on the roles, responsibilities, and structures that will guide and support our creative and cultural industries. Both the People's Manifesto, the new manifesto, and in His Excellency's maiden speech to Parliament last year, clearly said that he will diversify our economy, putting tourism at the helm of most of the other sectors. This we want to achieve by using our cultural heritage, our creative industry, the entertainment industry as the tools and the machines to package and market our country positively. It is no secret that we have highly talented and creative people in our creative and cultural industry. All that is needed is to organize, regulate, and create the right platform for the industry to thrive. As a ministry, we will do all in our power to work with our MDAs, the private sector, and your good self to make sure that we bring sanity, cohesion, and development to this industry for the sake of the sustainable development of our dear country.
Representative from the entertainment industry, Milton Cocker, known as Collabo, the president of All Star, while giving a statement, said that there is a significant day and a history in the entertainment industry, and to rebrand Sierra Leone, the biggest tool is entertainment, which the government should support the industry.
Music, movie, theater, fashion. I think today is a very significant day. It's a history in the making for the entertainment industry. It is a long journey. It started years back. For bringing us today in this hall, Miata Conference Hall, reminds us of the strive that we've been making to push the entertainment industry. And having a very hardworking minister. From the first day she took the office as the Minister of Tourism, he called on all of us to work together. And I believe working together will reap the benefits of our creative minds. Let me borrow this word from Dr. Gildo Spencer. Grade what have been in the cultural policy, which I believe will give us that enthusiastic energy to take us to another level. We are so pleased, Madam Minister and the High Table, on behalf of the entertainment industry, being here, giving us the platform to give our own voice so that you can understand and you can work directly with the entertainment industry.
The purpose of the policy is to provide guidelines for the entertainment industry and all its officials, and serves to ensure that work related to entertainment in Sierra Leone are well regulated. For Star TV News in Freetown, I am Adma Samai reporting.
Many thanks to Adma Samai for that report. You're still with the Good Morning Show live on Star TV on Channel 21 and online on www.startvs.com. The Good Morning Show is proudly sponsored by OK Commercial Bank, Sierra Leone Limited. Over to you, Monica. Let's look at the roadmap. You know, it comes out to people as a dream, but yet still, upon your performance, your communication skills as a practitioner, media practitioner, so many other things helped you a lot in when you're in the house, and we saw the reason that your challenge that you are facing now is not an inability for you to perform. Let's look at the experiences from the audition and to the time you were called upon to serve as one of the housemates.
Really, my experiences, like I always say, it has not been easy because when I went for the audition, I applied in McKinney, and when they went to McKinney for the audition, there are some people from Freetown they sent to McKinney, this inferiority complex and everything. They went there, these people were, some were saying I'm from FBC, because at first we were having this privileged conversation, and I'm like, I was watching at myself, looking at me, I'm from nowhere, I don't even have a degree, you understand? I'm only having a diploma in mass communication and journalism, and me going to a competition with people, some are saying they are from this university, some are workers, some are celebrities, some are actresses, and the like. But what I did, I said to myself, because in life you never stop to do something, because I always believe in doing something, getting it wrong. I always say to myself, it's 10 times better than doing nothing. I may do it to the end, might get it wrong. That will like uphold me to try again. So during the audition, the question that I was really expecting, looking at your challenge, how you're gonna cope in the house. And indeed, the question was thrown to me. Okay, now Monica, you said you this, you that, you can do X, and Z. But looking at your challenge, how you gonna cope in the house? I said, okay, what I need from you or from my colleagues in the house, I need an orientation. When we get into the house, my friend was with me in it, and she did an orientation with me. But in the house, we appeared like couple together.
Okay.
My first couple was Maldo. He was so I'm say, because of sympathy, he was almost doing everything for me. So in the first week it was also a challenge for me to cope within the house, to move. The second week I was paired with Salim SSK. He also did his best, but SSK also helped me, because each time I needed help, he would say, Monica, follow my voice and come. So I started moving around the compound, and later on I was coupled with Henry, of course, for like 4 weeks or so. So he also did his best. So they also helped me to move around the house. But comes to game and tax in the house, I was not focused on me winning the tax. All I wanted to show that I can do it. So whenever we have a tax, there are some tax, my couple just come and explain to me, Monica, this is how the tax is, and so let me give it a try. I might win, but all I wanted to do, me being part of the whole thing, part of the whole process, me being included, me doing it on my own. That was what I was trying to show to the people, that give me the opportunity and I can do it.
And this has been your advocacy, despite of your challenge, and there are others out there, thousands, millions across, not only Sierra Leone, the globe, that are physically challenged just like you. But they have been neglected, they have been marginalized. Your strong message to them that they can do it because they have been seeing you doing it.
Of course. One thing I always say, of course I'm challenged with my sight, but I can always say I'm not disabled, because I always say laziness is a disability. That I can always say. You might not be physically challenged, or you might not be visually impaired, but you're just so lazy. You think you want something, that you can have everything at your beck and call, and you don't want to work hard for it. That is a big disability. As for me, with all my challenge, even people that stay with me in the house, at times I want to do things on my own. I just want to do things because I don't want to be a complete liability on people. It's just a fact. I can't do everything. I must need people. I need people to assist me. I need their help. But you don't have to be 100%. If someone is helping you, you also need to make some amount of effort.
Let's look at your team. You have a very strong team, well-grounded. You have people that are media practitioners. You have lawyers. You have different type of people in your team, and they have been working assiduously to see you reach this height. Let's look at how grateful you are to the entire team.
Of course, my team BBB, because that is my campaign team, BBB. And for people that don't know, I'm representing 3B, that is blind, bold, and brilliant. That I can stand for it wherever I go. I'm not only blind, I'm bold and brilliant. And to my team at home and at the diaspora, I'm really grateful to them, because Like you said, I have people that are in the media, I have lawyers, and I also have people across the world. My diaspora team, they have been very supportive to me. They are my strong pillar. They have been supporting me right through the housemates program and even after the housemates program. Together with my team at home here, I have my lawyer Alfred Kamanda. He's my manager, lawyer Alfred Kamanda. Um, I can say he has been the strong pillar together with a lady Elizabeth Kylie. She's not new to the media, but people call her Lish. They have been going up and down. They have been running my affairs to ensure that I reach this peak, even after the housemates, to ensure that my life still is still relevant, because this whole celebrity fame, it will fade out, but you keep the fame and you keep yourself relevant based on what people see you doing, based on how you still continue. As for me, I can say among the 22 housemates, in my own field, I'm alone, because this advocacy, all of them are actresses, celebrities, going to this pageant one and everything. My own case, me being in the advocacy world and advocating for my own constituents, people living with disability, I can say I'm the only one in that area, even though we are two, myself and George Winder went to the house, and he's also doing his bit in his little corner. So my team has been very supportive to me, and honestly they have been supporting to me financially, spiritually, giving me advices, guiding me. And also we've planned to set up my own organization that I'll be using my voice to advocate for all persons living with disabilities.
As we have given, let's look at YALI, Young Africa Leaders Initiative, formed by Barack Obama in 2010, and you're a co now, which you went to Ghana. When I saw the news, it was not a surprise, but you went out there and excelled. You are back home. Take us through the experiences over there in Accra and the whole way that you work on your submission. I know it's challenging, it's internet back and forth.
Exactly.
You have a strong team, I can tell you for free.
Exactly.
Your experience in Yali.
Yali is the experience is very hectic, because it's a rigorous process, but I can say it's an experience I want to experience again, because learning Yali is a learning zone. You go to Yali, you will learn a lot. You meet with people, you build on the network, meet with people, different people. Imagine leaders of Africa. Me going to Ghana for the Yali program, it's a wonderful experience. When I met with 126 people right across from 9 African countries, and we were there for 3 weeks. At first, it took people time to know that Monica is visually impaired. It was going to the second week. So many people came to know that I'm really visually impaired, because in class, Yali is a program they allow everybody to participate. They said no idea is foolish or nonsense. Whatever thing you say make a sense. So even in our class, I was in a civic leadership track. Even in our class, the way I participate, my interaction. So later on, when I was asked, because one of the coordinators was so passionate about me, Mr. Jasper, every day he look at me and say, Monica, you can still give back to society, don't give up. Every day Mr. Jasper would say this word to me, Monica, don't give up, you can still give back to society. So what he did, he created a platform for me to talk to my colleagues, tell them my story, and how I have tried to overcome my story, getting to this point. So after my story, then so many people came to know that, so Monica was visually impaired. They thought the lady that was assisting me, they were just thinking that we are just this close. Every day she will help me, take me to class and everything. Then they started saying, Monica, you really changed our mindset. Looking at you, the way you interact, even the way you dress and everything. We never knew you were blind, except the day you explain your story. You are using an iPhone. You are having an iPad. Because we are separated into a different group. We have 3 groups. We have one poster group that we are separated into 9 groups. I was in group 6, and everything was online. And I'd also make my own submission and submit it online. The simulation group also, all our assignments was online, so they never knew I was visually impaired. All our conversation was on WhatsApp, everything. So they said, Monica, we never knew you are blind, because each time we have assignments, you submit your own assignments. conversation on WhatsApp, you participate and everything. In class, you're using your iPad. We only thought that because my iPad has this software, the voice over. So they did. We only thought that you want to use the voice over. We never knew you were blind, because everything we are doing, we do it together. So you really change our mindset. The other lady from Nigeria, they said, back in Nigeria, we see blind people as beggar. No matter how you're well dressed and everything, as soon as someone sees you, just take $1 or $2, give it to you.
That's been the normal narrative that blind people are
yes.
beggars.
Say, but Monica, you've changed our mindset. Me going back to Nigeria, I will not see blind people as beggars. I will see them as people that we give back to society.
Let's look at coming back from Yali. You're doing the internal with campaign for good governance. That's CGG. It's an interesting one. How's it been for you? I know you have just spent like 6 days in the office. A very new terrain for you. A different from your normal things that you used to do. Your advocacy, your media stuff. Your experience there this few days.
Yes, I went to campaign for good governance because I want to do an internship based on leadership. Because trying to set up my own organization and me going to Ghana, I see myself as, in Ghana they told us that we don't have future leaders again, we have now leaders. We are emerging leaders, we are now leaders. So I see myself as leaders of today and want to take up a leadership role maybe next 2-3 months to come, having my own organization. So I went to campaign for good governance to learn more leadership skill and because their organization, they also do with advocacy. And so my experience this few days has been awesome. People are friendly. They take me through their programs, their activities. In fact, yesterday we were having an outdoor activity. They did this survey on citizen reports. I was there with them. They were having councillors, committee members and everything. I listened and they were asking, Monica, are you getting along? I said yes, because even though it's new, I'm new to it, but it's a learning process. Every institution I find myself, I learn new things. Every day I live to learn. While I was in the house, one of our facilitators told us that never stop learning because life never stops teaching. So every day I live to learn. So campaign for good governance, my experience there, it's a learning process. I'm learning.
I'll bring you back shortly. She's Monica. We'll be setting up this wonderful foundation very soon. When we come back, we shall be focusing on the foundation, what would be the vision, mission, and the way of sourcing funding for sustainability. You're still with the Good Morning Show, live here on Star TV on Channel 21. You can be part of it by sending us your text to the number +232 31 045 068. +232 31 045 068. Maybe you have any additional questions or views for Monica. We'll go in for another story here this morning. The CSO Consortium on Service Delivery and Accountability have expressed dissatisfaction over what they describe as a shortage of trucks to carry garbage to the dump site during the National Clean Exercise and calling the government to provide supportive role to Freedom City Council in order to ensure healthy environment. Motojo Kamara has more in our files in this report. According to William
Saolamin, the National Coordinator for Civil Society Organizations Consortium on Service Delivery and Accountability, said that, based on their observations, government officials are not actually serious in adhering to the national cleaning exercise as part of their supervisory role in ensuring effective cleaning exercise. He described the negligence on the part of some as an act of sabotage to the new direction's drive in building a healthy and resilient society.
We are not seeing them. They are relaxing. They are just having their comfort zone, And this is a national cleaning exercise. When they say something is national, it's everybody's business. Whether you're a minister, you're a director, you're a market woman, everybody has to participate. By just seeing the presence of a minister, a director in the street, moving here and there, it's a whole motivation for the young guys who are actually handling the tools. It can serve as a motivation.
The communications person for Civil Society Organizations Consortium on Service Delivery and Accountability, Moses Mambu, noted that the shortage of trucks in the municipality seems to slow down the cleaning operations in terms of garbage collections to meet up to the 12 o'clock deadline, according to their findings.
Hire trucks. The question now is, are they hiring all the trucks where government give them money for hire? Then one question, we say nobody provide answer for now. That is one. The other company, they also, if you don't donate trucks to government for this cleaning, they don't relax. So all of them and they responsible for the factor where they make the cleaning, not they become effective in terms of the clearing of the waste. So one force say going forward, then they improve. Okay, so
Yvonne Akisoya, the mayor of the Freetown municipality, has however denied allegations over the misuse of funds meant for the hiring of trucks, reiterating that the flagship program of the Freetown City Council, which is the flood mitigation program, is positively impacting on getting rid of the filth in the city.
So one of the things which viewers will remember is that trucks have been an issue since I came on board. And I want to just re-emphasize that the truck contract was procured 4 days before I was sworn in as mayor. And I have been working very hard, and I know this has come up in many interviews, for us to change the nature of that contract. And I have actually now advertised for a contract at block level. So instead of one contractor providing trucks for the entire city, we have 8 blocks. We're looking for suppliers for 8 blocks. Now that aside, concerning today and that allegation, let me say again, or let me say now, it is totally false. Because since I came on board, I have pushed and pushed and pushed for improved performance management with that truck contractor, even though I wasn't there when he was procured.
For Star News here in Freetown, I am Moses Ojukama reporting.
Yes, welcome back. You're still with the Good Morning Show, live here on Star TV on Channel 21, and we'll be joined in the studio shortly by Emmanuel Rogers, known as Article 4. He's the president for Eastern Artists Union and also Sound Artists Show JMG. He has been around the field for over 10 years and a very supportive in terms of music, comedy, and other things. Back to you, Monica. To set up Shots Foundation takes a lot. There are times if you read the SDGs Goal 17, they tell you about collaboration, partnership, and all. Let's look at the entire vision behind what you're about to set up.
Well, I got the vision to set up my own organization because I've been using my voice to inspire my colleague. I always refer to my constituents, that is persons living with disability. I've been using my voice as an inspiration to inspire that. Despite what we're going through, despite our disability, our challenges, we don't need to give up in life. We still have hope. There is still room for us to make our life relevant in society. So I have this vision to set up my own organization, which I call Inspiration for the Vulnerable and Physically Challenged. And this is because I want to champion my own business. I want it to be my own personal thing, and I will be collaborating with other DPOs, that is disabled persons organizations, and local NGOs and other CDOs, because I believe in collaboration and partnership. Even when I went to Ghana, they told us that we should not have one man thing. Ghana, a yearly program, they believe in teamwork. You need to work as a team, you need to collaborate, you need to partner. So I will be partnering with other organizations that are also dealing with issues affecting persons with disability, but they are still on the right up. And shortly after the rains, I will come back to Star TV to tell people when I'm going to launch my organization and what it entails.
Viewers out there who want to ask, what's the status of the 50 million leons?
Anyways, like I said during fan zone, 50 million, I say use amount, but again, it's small money, and me saying I'm gonna share the money, it will not be even enough, and I still have the money with me, and my life have to go on. Like I said, I'll be using some part of the money to empower myself. I want to go back to school. Starting of the program, I made it clear that I don't have a degree. I'm a diploma holder. I have diploma in mass communication and journalism. I want to further my studies. So I'll be using part of the money to empower myself, because I want to be educated. You be a role model. You tell people that you need to go to school, you need to be educated, and you are not. People will say, but she's just talking. So you have to set a pace.
So at the end of the day, you need to lead by example.
Exactly.
I'll bring you back shortly. We'll go in for a quick commercial break from our sponsor, OK Commercial Bank Sierra Limited. I want to come back. We shall be talking to Emmanuel Rogers, known as Article for JMG, which will be premiering their videos calling me, short and edited by young Sierra known as Director P. A quick break from RCB, and we'll be back shortly.
SIM couple allow old and young to make deposit and withdraw cash from their account at any time and anywhere. With Rokel Commercial Bank SIM couple, you can send and receive money at any place and any time. Rokel Commercial Bank don't make life better for we all.
Welcome back. You're still with Good Morning Show, and today is Wednesday, the 7th of August, 2019, and it's our midweek edition. Every Wednesday, we focus on the creative art industry. In previous weeks and out, we have hosted Cardinero, LAJ, a couple of people from the movie industry and all. And today we have a multi-tax person. He happens to be the president for Eastern Artists Union, a sound artist to JMG, and also a movie personality. Good morning, Emmanuel Rogers, known as Article for you. Nice having you on the Good Morning Show.
Yeah, good morning, Bash. Thank you very much.
You have so many caps from the movie world. I know you're a comedian and a sign artist to JMG, you know. But you have supported the industry for a very long time. But JMG is something different, and it's a milestone to a lot of people in the country, especially you. Now look at the entire idea being part of JMG.
Yeah, JMG is a record label, you know, a very young record label. Started like 6-7 months ago, you know. We officially started the record label on the 8th of January 2019, you know, and it's owned by two gentlemen based in the United States, Abdul Kano and Alpha Bedo. You know, like they came up with the idea to see how best they will contribute in nation building in the entertainment world, you know. So it all started and we met the other day, and they actually need like artists to see how best they will push their career, their talents, you know. So like I was signed under Twofold as a manager and an artist as well. So with that fact, JMG, we're working on the entertainment world to see how best we'll showcase, you know, new talent, and we have like old school musicians all over the place. So it's just like a record label, an entertainment company, you know, producing quality music. I'm doing quality videos and all. So it's a record label based by owned by two gentle guys.
Then look at the latest gadgets that you own. You know, it has to do from music, movie and all. It's a blessing for the country, but how can we maintain them? It has been a client call over the years.
No, we're actually working on that one, you know, thinking about like sophisticated equipment for now in Sierra Leone. You know, I can boast that JMG, we have one of the best when it comes to equipment, you know. And if you listen to the JMG songs, you know, we just released, you know, quality songs, quality productions. And like I told you just now, the CEOs are doing extremely well to see how best they would push up the entertainment industry in Sierra Leone, because like they are doing it out of free will, you know, not with like doing it out of say I want to make money out of this whole thing, or maybe we're looking for fame and so like they are doing it out of free will. So with that regard, we as a manager and artist as well, I see how best I'll do my own to push the whole thing, because for the JMG thing, things are going on well, and gradually we're taking out the whole industry right now, as you can see.
You're said to be one of the whole names in the label. I know there are young guys who are not familiar to how the industry runs. Genuinely, how do you intend to guide them?
I'm doing my very best, you know. I'm doing my very best. You know, like I've been in this whole thing for a while now. And JMG, we signed up to 8 artists. You know, of course, me, we got like 4 guys and 4 ladies. Of course, me, Black Snoop. And no, Black Snoop is a household name already. Then we get 2 young guys, Alvin and FOC. They are doing extremely well, you know. And for the ladies, we have Khadija Grace. Like she's based in the United States, and we have Miss Posh and Anita and Kama, you know, and we're working out well, man. You know, I'm that kind of person that do straightforward and make sure that the right thing happens. So I don't have problem with running the whole thing because everyone is cooperating well and things are going on the right way.
Let's look at the fair kick. It has been a concern years in and out from management. The winners take it all, as in politics, where the manager or someone at the top of the CEO say, I have to take 60 or 70%, and the artists are left with nothing. So at the end of the day, when leaving the label, you have nothing to boast of. How can we prevent that of not happening in GMG?
One thing with GMG, we thank God for the CEO that we have in, the man behind the whole thing. Like I told you just now, he's doing this whole thing out of free will, like he just doing it, say, at the end of the day, I will expect to make money out of Foyo, out of Black Snoop, out of FOC or Alvin. Like he's doing the whole thing out of free will to see how best he will push in nation building, how best will contribute in nation building, how best like it will push up the entertainment industry. Because like if you check his own personal life heights, how things started for him, like it was not easy with him. So when he got back to the States, he decided to see how best I will help my Sierra Leonean brothers, my Sierra Leonean sisters. So everything is going on well, and like he's doing his best to see how much it will bring everything simple and easy and straightforward for the artists anyways.
Well, you can have all the equipment, you can have all the printing as you are well suited up this morning with the quality JMG wears and all. But quality music says it all, and also standard video. Are we expecting the best?
If you listen to JMG songs, I don't think I need to tell you again, because one thing that we so care about, one thing that we conscious about the most is producing quality songs, producing quality videos. Even I don't joke with that one. I don't want to release a song at the end of the day, someone call me for that song you release, the auto-tune is not correct or the mixing is not correct. I personally don't like that one. So we make sure like we're working on, we inviting quality producers, at the end of the day we even send the song out for proper mixing and mastering, so things are, so in terms of production in GMG, we are right there.
Both audio and video? Both
audio and video.
But on the most seriously, you are well suited up.
Thank you very much.
I'll bring him back shortly. He's Emmanuel Rogers, known as Article Foyo, the president for Eastern Artists Union, also a managing sign artist, so JS Media Group, that's JMG. Monica, how do you cope with the gender thing? There are times when so many guys are fond of having women around, and in order that reverse, the ladies do have the same thing. But for your situation now, your team is big with competent men and women. How do you manage the gender parity idea between them?
As for my team, we are gender sensitive, because these are people that have been in advocacy, so we are gender sensitive. We are not gender biased.
In line of your social media handles, when you're talking about using WhatsApp, Facebook, to a lot of people out there that have never known about those software, will be very surprised. How can Monica use an iPhone? Despite she's physically challenged.
That was the challenge I was faced in Ghana, so people couldn't believe that I was really visually impaired until the day I stood up and explained my story, because they were like, oh, Monica, using an iPhone, using an iPad. Anyways, Apple products have a special inbuilt software, is in the phone. You just go to accessibility, voice over, then you turn the voice over on. Whatever thing you want to do with your phone, you can do it. The truth is, I don't go on Facebook because my Facebook is basically handled by my management team, but I use my WhatsApp on my own, and my phone. I do everything, text people, call, and everything with my phone.
Are there moments when you feel down because of your challenge?
Of course.
And how do you cope? What are the things that you do just to calm down?
I just ignore it. It's just too natural, because you can't take it off your mind, because having done everything, and there are times you actually know that I was not born like this, you understand? There are times when you really need someone and the person is not there, and because at home I do everything on my own, but there are certain times I really need somebody by me, you understand? And the person that then that's the time it will occur to me, oh, you are really visually impaired, you understand? But all I can do is just to get it off my mind. And I'm this kind of a person, I'm not easily carried away by people say, oh, you are blind or not. No, that will not even discourage me. It's sure that when there are times I need somebody and somebody is not there, they will occur to me, you are visually impaired. But I just ignore, because I don't even want this thing to keep ringing in my ears and to even put me down. all I can say to myself, I am visually impaired, but I am not disabled. I am differently abled. That I can only say to myself.
Your communication skills helped you a lot. I can really recall when you're in the house, they said, quote and unquote, don't look where you're blind, so then they talk. You know, and so it's a blessing for you. And how do you intend to strengthen that more, your communication skills, despite you're visually impaired?
Okay, then in the house, I don't want to be judged like that, because even when I went to campaign, they are saying, quote and unquote, I didn't make the doll so it would actually get sharp. But I said no. What happened in the house? That was a game. In the house, I went there with the focus that I will not allow anybody to make me feel so have this inferiority complex. I will not make anybody to make me feel down on myself. So in the house, I will throw back any challenge. You understand? But my communication skill, I do cope. I can always say, me being a media practitioner, I talk a lot, and me talking for myself it has always helped me, because one thing, people will not know your problem, people will not know your situation except you talk. And me, I'm kind of a person, I like to talk. I will say whatever thing that is bothering me, I will say it, I will talk until my voice is hard.
Are there times you have to extend your skills to management? You talk and talk?
No, at the management team, I'm part of the WhatsApp group, my management team. There are times I will leave them to have, even among themselves, they will go back and forth, like, to take a decision. After they have it back and forth, like, okay, I will say, okay, let me come in, I will send it either a voice note and I will type, say, this is what I want. They say, okay. The mommy self don't talk, then let's follow her. But at times I don't talk much on a management team, because these are people, they are managing me, they know more than I do, and all what they are doing is for my own good interest. So I give them the free will to decide, except when they have it back and forth, they will come and say, this is how I want it.
And they have helped a lot in your brand innovation. Exactly. I will be taking the video, but over to you for the first video for GMG will be out this morning. And it's a blessing. A young Sierra Leonean shot and edited the video here. Those locations looks like Dubai. I keep wondering, where do we get the open feel from the vehicles, the wears, color grade and other things inside. Let's talk about the video.
First of all, I need to shout out the director of the video. Director P. I think he's working for Star TV. He came up with a lot of ideas. And one thing about me, I actually allow someone to bring up something new, and because we allowed him to do his own thing, the video came out to be successful. And we used a lot of different locations. And one thing about the video, maybe we'll shoot in here, you don't even notice that we shoot it in here. So with that one, the video is one of a kind, and I will assure Sierra Leone the video will go the long way, because it has what it takes, to even the channel load, the sound CD and all, because one thing about CEO, he uses all what it has to make sure things happen the right way.
How many videos are we expecting in total? About some column.
We worked on various videos actually, but for now we want to do things systematically, step by step. So we're about to release Calling Me to the public, and God being a helper, you're the first individual, the first person to officially premiere Calling Me to the public, and it's a quality video, and we did this one together, except Khadija to Grace, is not part of the song because she's not here. No, she based in the United States. So Alvin, FOC, Kama, Anita Porsche, of course me and Black Snoop, we did this one together. And thinking about the production, the song, and the quality of the video, all wrap up. It's a very nice one. Trust me, you will enjoy it.
Budget, do you want to disclose?
Not actually, but it involves a lot.
Are you doing it for security reason, or are you afraid of flesh?
Not actually, not security reason. I don't like to discuss monetary issues when it comes to entertainment. We just believe in doing our own thing. We just believe in just doing things the right way. Because let me just come as the video is called, hey, for don't go lie on that, something like that one. You understand? So I just believe in if you see the video, man, you will rate it in here. You say, this video is too expensive. Maybe this one will cost so and so. But when it comes to budgets, man, if you look at that video, it costs a lot.
You're still with the Good Morning Show, live on Star TV on the Channel 21, and broadcasting live from a Media One Center studios at the Mama Street, Brookfield in Freetown, and online on www.startv. I still have with me in the studios Article 4 and also Monica. At that time, we premiere the economy video back shortly, where we'll be looking at the foreign exchange and also the weather before wrapping up the Good Morning show here on Star TV. Economy on your TV screen.
JMG exclusive. Excuse me, how are you? Your body's calling me. Oh no, yeah. Calling me, somebody calling me. Step on me, why step on me? Taking me, girl, taking me. Certainly, girl, you dey rush on me. Tell it to me, I am falling for you. Anything you do, I am calling for you. No time to waste, I don't want to knock the girl fuck and take over you. Take over you. Calling me. Yeah, I love when you're stuck in me. Calling me. Yeah, I love when you're stuck in me. Stuck in me.
Man, no, they think and today I for good. Any eye you want time, we go hook up like a Linda and Fode. Cause right now, bloody, I want chop out like a chicken and funde. Forget what fit on, if now overseas we the care and a lunge. Tin down the sweet me, swear to me, God, I collect by your face and the way where you cack. You not get it, so can't let we go. For you sake that me order, baby, I the sack am. Ready for play, show me the game and the feel. Any corner you go, I remark am. Man, not the joke, I see other man them bloody for the baby, but me not the slack am.
Give me your property. You making me want for see. I'm coming, you got money. So why you dey worry, you got money?
Watch it, I say. A foot shot man, me go a lot of you phone. If you got the phone, can I be home? I go lift you up like that queen of intro. 077 at the control me phone. And you are bad like Mudara. You causing me pain like a sufferer. Pose, take a shot for my camera. Oh baby, you body risk.
Calling me. Yeah, I love when you're stuck in me. Calling me. Yeah, I love when you're stuck in me. Stuck in me. I wanna call you. 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 Your body's calling me. Boy, you don't say, I dey wait for you call. It don't take so long for you still not a call. You know the baby hot and he wants you bad. He wants you bad. Call me, come out the diva. When they pull up, it's a mother. I made the boy that want them on no order. Call me, the problem solver. Call me, come out the diva. When they pull up, it's a mother. I made the boy that want them on no order. Call me, the problem solver.
If you call me, I go come there anytime. Baby, if you need me, oh yeah, baby, just call me. Call on me, call on me. Oh yeah, baby, tickle me. I like when your body, they roll over me. Baby, that's when now you get me money. And now you get me body. Oh yeah, baby, tickle me. I like when your body, they roll over me. Baby, that's when now you get me money. And now you get me body.
Your body's calling me. Yeah, I love when you're stuck in me. Calling me. Yeah, I love when you're stuck in me. Stuck in me. I wanna call you. 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 Your body's calling me.
Mixed by a bass.
Welcome back, and many thanks to Director P for that excellent work, and also to JMG for putting those materials in place. I know we have a lot to do as a nation, but it has to do with collaborative effort and partnership. Article 4, we are wrapping up now. Your closing courtesies to viewers out there, and also What are we expecting more from JMG, social media handles and all?
First of all, I would like to say a very big thank you to Star TV for this wonderful opportunity, and to you, Ambassador Bash, you know, and to the CEOs of GMG, Mr. Abdullah Kano and Mr. Alphabedo, you know, of course, to GMG artists, you know, because they're doing extremely well, and to the director of the video, Director P, you know, let guys watch out for GMG. We're coming out very strong, you know. 3 days ago, we released 5 songs from GMG, one from me, another from Black Snoop, Miss Porsche, Alvin, and FOC. You know, watch out for those songs. They are doing extremely well. And for our social media promoters, you know, for Sierra Leone DJs, you guys are awesome. You know, keep doing the good job, keep working hard. You know, on behalf of GMG, on behalf of the management and the artists of GMG, we say a very big kudos to the DJs of Sierra Leone, because since we released the songs, they are extremely doing it hard to see how best the songs will reach there. You know, and I would like to big up my co-guest here, Monica, although I gave her the gems which is like in the house the other day, but I don't ever see her put it. I don't know why.
Does it have to do with management? You know,
no, but it has nothing to do with
like
management.
Mr. Commander. Yeah. You know, Monica is working with experts.
But imagine people are even asking me, even you look, like on my way here, you know, like 2 DJs have been requesting for GMG t-shirt. Oh, I think for me, where's my own t-shirt? Where's my own t-shirt? Then some time ago in the house, I went into the house and I gave her a wonderful t-shirt with her name on it. Yes. You know, Monica was spelling that one. So, but she came out of the house, no, nothing like that one, man. Because shout out to Timbaland, saw Timbaland put it on, and the rest of the guys, Kanda, you know, this other lady, her name, so. But anyway, but Monica, man, before the end of the week, I want to see a photo of you put that one. So on behalf of GMG, I would like to say a very big thank you once again to Star TV. Thank you very much. God bless you. Keep watching me. More videos are coming out. More videos, but for now, keep watching, calling me. You know, it's coming out very strong.
It's a pleasure having you. Over to you, Monica. We are closing out. You're closing cut season as you live in us.
All right. I was first start to thank God Almighty for everything, because everything, He is the beginning and He's the end. I must say I'm grateful to God Almighty and to you and the entire staff and management of Star TV for giving me this opportunity to come here and talk to my people, and to say very big thanks to all my supporters across the world, in Freetown, in Bo, Kenema, McKinney, okay, Sierra Leone as a whole, and across the world. Wherever you are watching me online, I must say I'm grateful for supporting me. I appreciate it all. Especially special thanks to my team BBB, at home and at diaspora. I'm really grateful to them, because they have been supporting me right through the program and even now. You know, it's not easy. I must say I'm privileged, and it's a blessing having these people supporting me, using their resources, spending a whole lot of money on me. And even after the program, some people will say, okay, we've tried, you've supported you, and at least you have your own, you have the platform, you have some amount, so we are okay. But these people are still there and say that we are still going to support you until you stand, until you reach where we want you to reach. You know, it's a blessing and it's a privilege, because it's not I will not say it's a compulsion, not obligation to them, but it's a privilege for me having them by my side. They are supporting me, and also my team here, especially my manager, Lawyer Alfred Commander, and Madam Elizabeth Kylie Leash. They have been very supportive. I must say I'm grateful to them. I appreciate them so much, and may God bless them all. To all my fans, keep supporting me, keep loving me, keep following me, and watch out for me just after the games. I'll be coming up shortly with my red carpet dinner and official launching of my organization.
It's a pleasure having you. Thank you so much, Monica.
You're most welcome.
Well, that's all for today in the Good Morning Show. Thanks to the rest of the production team. And keep watching Star TV on Channel 21. We have a lot of goodies in the bag, but we believe on the bank a lot and the quality production than the hype. So watch out. Something very strong is coming out from the Power of Communication very, very soon. I mean, very, very soon. I've been your presenter, Mohamed Basiru Sanusi, and have a blessed and wonderful day as I leave you with the foreign exchange and also the weather forecast for today.